Welcome to AI Sports Predictor. 5 games, 5 verdicts, and a whole lot of action. We start on the ice, where Utah skates into Carolina's lair. Buckle up, this one's got bite. Utah just took down Columbus in OT. Thanks to Dylan Gunter, that's back-to-back OT winners for the kid. He's skating like he's got gasoline in his veins. But let's be real, their offense, 24th in the league. Their power play, decent, not deadly. And tonight, they're leaning on Vyamelka in goal, who's been more hit or miss than a blind sniper. Now, Carolina, second in the Metro Division. The 1st of June 20 at home, where they protect the net like their lives depend on it. Their defense doesn't flinch. Their penalty kill is the best in the league, and they've added heavyweights Mikko Rantanen and Taylor Hall to the mix. The Hurricanes are a freight train, and Utah's standing on the tracks. But don't just stare at the records. Look at the fight. Utah's won 2 straight. The grinding, clawing, and trying to pull off the season sweep. And sometimes, the underdog lands the punch you don't see coming. But not today. Carolina's too fast, too deep, and too relentless. And today's AI pick is Carolina Hurricanes -1.5. They'll control the pace, outwork Utah, and leave no doubt by the final horn. Now, on to Game 2.
Game 2: New York Rangers versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. Momentum versus desperation. One side climbs, the other crumbles. Who cracks first? The Rangers just knocked off Boston and are rolling into Columbus after a back-to-back with Pittsburgh. The offense. Panarin, Trokic, Krater, clicking when it counts. And tonight, Jonathan Quick gets the start. His season's been shaky, sure, but when he faces Columbus, it's like clockwork. 19 career wins and counting. But let's talk about Columbus. On paper, they're 17-5-3 at home, but recently, they're falling apart. 3 straight losses, including an overtime gut punch against Utah. Losing Kirill Marchenko has hit harder than a puck to the face, and Provorov and Danforth can't carry the load alone. Elvis Merzlikins will be in net, and that's a gamble. His season has been up and down, and against the Rangers, his 2-5-1 record reads like a warning label. Columbus will have to outscore their mistakes, but with their offense sputtering, that's a tall order. The Rangers aren't invincible on the road, but they don't need to be. They'll play smart, lean on their offensive core, and let Quick do the rest. Columbus wanted the answers. And today's AI pick is Rangers ML at 154. They'll silence Columbus, cash in on their chances, and leave the Blue Jackets skating in circles. Now on to Game 3.
Game 3: Penguins vs. Flyers. 2 teams, 2 disasters. Both scraping for relevance in the Metropolitan Division, but tonight, something's got to give. Pittsburgh rolls into Philly on the second night of a back-to-back, bruised and battered. They just fell to the Devils, and they've lost 4 of their last 6. Rickard Rakell has been their only bright spot, leading with 24 goals, while Crosby, normally their heart and soul, might be out tonight with an upper body injury. Without him, the Penguins are like a ship with no compass, drifting and desperate. Their goaltending isn't helping either. Alex Nedeljkovic has a 2.97 GAA and a 0.899 save percentage, nothing that'll calm the storm. Defensively, they're bleeding goals at 3.47 per game. And on the road, coming off a back-to-back. Let's just say they're not exactly bulletproof. Then there's Philly. If Pittsburgh's a sinking ship, the Flyers are a plane in a nosedive. Losers of 5 straight and 7 of their last 8, they're clinging to any hope they can find. Konechny's been their standout, leading in goals, assists, and points. But when your power play ranks 20th in the league, you're not scaring anyone. Samuel Ersson starts in goal, holding a 2.84 GA and a shaky 0.894 save percentage. The good news for Philly: Pittsburgh's scoring issues align perfectly with their defensive weaknesses, making this a low-scoring slugfest. The stats say it all. Pittsburgh's last 5 games hit the under. Philly's hit the under in 5 of their last 6. Offense will be scarce tonight. And today's AI pick is under 5.5. Neither team finds the net often enough, and tonight, defense and missed chances will rule the night. Now, on to Game 4.
Game 4: New York Islanders vs. Minnesota Wild. 2 teams, 2 different trajectories, but 1 goal tonight to stay in the playoff hunt. The Islanders are rolling. 8 wins in their last 9 games, including a clutch 2-1 victory over Vegas where Sorokin shut the door, stopping 33 of 34 shots. This guy's been a wall between the pipes, with New York winning the last 8 times he started. Their offense may not be flashy, but when you've got Sorokin anchoring your defense, you don't need fireworks, you just need timely goals. But let's not ignore the elephant in the room. The Islanders are on the second half of a back-to-back after facing Winnipeg last night. Fatigue. Sure, it's a factor, but this team's shown resilience, especially on the road, winning 5 of their last 6 away games. Now, Minnesota. Solid defensively, but offensively, they've been limping without their star Kirill Kaprizov. Even injured, he's still leading the team in goals, assists, and points. That tells you everything you need to know. Without him, they're leaning on Rossi and Bolda, both good, but neither is Kaprizov. Gustafsson will be in net, and while his numbers aren't bad, Minnesota's just 3-5 in his last 8 starts. Both teams are strong defensively, but only one has the momentum, and it's not the Wild. New York knows how to grind out wins, and with Sorokin in net, they've got the advantage. And today's AI pick is New York Islanders. They'll control the pace, frustrate the Wild, and continue their push toward a playoff spot. Now, on to Game 5.
Game 5, Seattle Kraken vs. Calgary Flames. Two teams battling through losing streaks, both trying to get their season back on the rails. Seattle's lost 3 straight and 5 of their last 6. Their most recent slip? A 3-1 defeat to Toronto, where their power play looked as lost as a rookie in the playoffs, going 0 for 5. Joey Daccord starts again tonight. And the guy's been peppered with shots, 105 in his last 3 games. The Kraken ranked 24th in goals against. And with numbers like that, it's no wonder they're drowning. Calgary's no picture of perfection either. They've dropped back-to-back games, including a 4-2 loss to Colorado. Dustin Wolf has been leaking goals lately. And the Flames might hand the crease to Dan Vladar tonight. He was the man who shut down Seattle just last week, giving up only 2 goals on 31 shots. Here's the thing, Calgary still has hope. They're 3 points out of a playoff spot and can't afford to let the Kraken pull them under. Defensively, they're tighter, and they've already shown they can control Seattle's offense. Tonight, they'll do it again. And today's AI pick is Calgary Flames, 140. They'll outwork the Kraken, win the defensive battle, and skate off with 2 crucial points. In Game 1, we rolled with the Carolina Hurricanes, 1.5, predicting them to outclass Utah at home. Game 2, the New York Rangers ML, 154, had the edge over Columbus with Quick in net. Game 3, we banked on the under 5.5 in a low-scoring clash between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. Game 4, we trusted Sorokin to lead the New York Islanders to victory against the Wild. And here in Game 5, it's the Calgary Flames, 140, shutting down Seattle. If you love the insights, the predictions, and the suspense, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. This is AI Sports Predictor, and we'll see you on the next one.